Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to establish one fact that people has actually been looking for. I've received series of questions about this aspect of the SCF chain business, which is how are they making money. Now I'm going to establish the thing that make these guys to be completely different from all of those scam platforms that you have gotten yourself involved, that burnt not just your finger but your legs, and then you are now seeing this other one and believing that all are to be in the same class. No, they are not to be in the same class. Now, one thing I want you to understand here is this. It's simple. Blockchain is the solution, it's not the problems. Now, you might find a lot of scam project that is being built on blockchain. No doubt about that. They are out there. I receive links of all those scam stuff almost daily, but I still have my independent right to make my financial or investment decision. So this is what you need to do as an individual. Before you embark into any project, look out for what that project is actually doing to make money. If you can't see what they are doing to make money, it is not a good journey for you to embark on. So you must be able to differentiate it this way, not just to start from a distance because your friend is doing it and then you jump into doing it blindly. No, except that your friend is knowledgeable enough to be able to identify the things that makes those or that kind of project to be different from others. If a project doesn't have a way of generating money, it's a red flag. It's a red flag because at the end of the day, it will get stuck when it gets to the 6th month or the 7th month. They won't be able to continue paying out again. Now, if you are new to SCF chain business, this is a system that pays you 1.1% to 1.4% daily for just staking or providing liquidity alone to the system. So all you need to do literally is just for you to take your coin and be earning daily. So you can choose to earn for 7 days, 15 days, or 30 days. Your money is not locked. You can withdraw your capital plus your profit as you wish. It is that flexible. So stay with me till the end of this video and you will see the difference why you are not to compare SCF chain platform with other platform out there, because these guys are actually having a real use case about this project. So if today is your first day here in this channel, please consider subscribing, and thank you so much for doing that. So I want to establish factor number one that actually influenced my decision to embrace this project, which is the amount of money they raised when they launched their blockchain. They were initially operating using the Binance Smart Chain. So when they migrated their entire data back to their own blockchain after the completion of their own blockchain, they raised $10 billion at that point. Now you may not have been here when this was done, this contribution was done, but it was actually very much available. So this way, the nodes that people subscribe to, they subscribe to 10,000 nodes. Each of the node cost $1 million, which is what you are seeing here. Each of them cost $1 million. Now you could buy outrightly one full node for yourself, or you can choose to open a node with $100,000, and then other people that have $1,000, $2,000, $100 to contribute would then be using your space to get subscribed to the node. And once it gets to $1 million, that node will be filled and you can't be able to continue again. That was how they raised about $10 billion here from the node subscription alone within the community members. People put in fresh cash because this will actually give you the position of mining their token for about 180 days, and then that will bring their contract to an end in this aspect. So this is factor number one. It's a $1 billion company, a company that has raised $10 billion on cash from subscription alone is indeed a unique one. So that is step number one. Now step number two, I want to take you down to the recent development, which is a clear use case. Now this is the factor you must look out for in a system. They have a use case where they build a FinPay. Now a FinPay is just like PayPal. It's a payment gateway that allows a lot of transactions across the globe. So their recent partnership with the banking industry and commodities, supply chain, international trade. Now this FinPay platform has equally generated massive cash in less than 2 weeks of launching it. It was launched on the 15th of September 2023. Now within 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks of launching, this has generated $11 million back to the company. This is actually how these guys make money. This FinPay is bringing money per second to the company. From what you can see right now, you can see that these are real-time information or data that I'm showing to you. These information are changing. So every second, sales are going on, transactions are going on. So this aspect alone is generating a whole lot of money. If this could do 11 million, 11.7 million in less than 2 weeks of launching this aspect of this use case, how much is it going to do in a month, in a year? Just calculate it, think of it. So it means that there will always be more money back to the system, not just the money people are bringing to the pool. This FinPay has an affiliation with banks, not one bank, just like PayPal, multiple banks. If you look at it, you see the initiator of this information is WSFS Bank. That is the one that initiated this transaction. Now see the transaction fee here, $16, 16 FUSD. That's the fee for that transaction. Now if you come over here, you will see another one here. The charges here is $48. So if you keep going, you will still see that you will see different names, multiple names of banks. As you keep going, you see different names of banks, and then you also notice the transaction fees where you're looking at the price, the bank names. Look at them. So they keep going and going on and on like this. You see that they have an affiliation with banks. Now, banks will only enter a deal that favors them, number one. Number two, a deal that is transparent, and they won't just like to jump into any business deal that they don't see the transparency of that business. So they got their things right, and that is the reason why presently they are on top of things. So this aspect alone of the business, which is one out of the 8 ways they are making money, is equally making millions of dollars in weeks. It is estimated to be doing over $1 million daily. Now look at here. Let's come over to this place where you are seeing this is the transaction fee generated from when it was launched. Now in the past 24 hours, you can see here the last 24 hours transaction is about $1.4 million. You see that? That's a whole lot of money. Now they own their own blockchain. Every transaction that occurs in their blockchain, the money goes to their pocket. For you to do any transaction around this SCF-CHAIN blockchain, you must have SCF token to pay for fees, gas fees. It is normal. If you go to Ethereum blockchain, you must have ETH to pay. If you go to Binance Smart Chain, you must have BNB to pay. If you go to Tron blockchain, you must have TRX to pay while you are navigating around the blockchain. It is simple. So every transaction, swap, buy and selling, whatever that you are doing within the SCF-CHAIN blockchain, you must have SCF to pay for transaction fee. So you can see that the present market price here is sitting at $65. And then if you look at the total transaction in less than 3 months of launching this blockchain, has amounted to 439 million transactions so far. I have shown you in the previous page where you are seeing numerous charges in the transaction fee. If you come over here, you will see $48. Some of them will be 80. Here you can see $45 and so on and so forth. You can keep going and so on. So you see how they are charging. Now if you are doing this 439 million, you multiply 439 million by let's just say a fraction of their coin, 0.0016, and then you go here. You see they have generated about 702,000 units of their coin SCF token. If you calculate that times the present price, there you can say $14 million. So whichever way you want to count this, I am taking the minimum amount here just to show you this data. So whichever way you want to go, they are generating money from the transaction that occurs on their blockchain. Even if you choose to go to Binance blockchain or go to Ethereum blockchain, Ethereum is making money from transaction fees. Here is Ethereum. If you come over here, you see that Ethereum is doing about 1.6 million transactions daily. And as a result, you multiply this by $5, $8, $12 that Ethereum charges on every transaction, you will see that they are equally making a lot of money also, you know. So this is how these guys make money. If you're doing 1.6 million transactions daily times $6, Ethereum is making about $9 million, over $9 million daily from transaction fees alone, which of course is more than this. If you multiply this by 30 days, that's about $288 million from transaction fees. Guys, it is more than this amount. The point I'm trying to make you understand is that this blockchain makes money from the transaction that occurs on their platform, because you must use their token. This is Binance Smart Chain. It is same thing, it's in the same order. If you come over to this transaction history aspect, you will see they are doing over 3 million transactions per day. That's a whole lot of money, guys. So the blockchain owners makes money from their blockchain transaction fees. That is the same thing applicable to SCF-CHAIN. They make money from every single transaction that occurs within their blockchain, making it very easy for this project to stand beyond imagination. Now here is where the entire cash is going into. All of the liquidity provided by the community members come to one pool. Normal, when you provide liquidity in any crypto space, all of them goes to a particular pool. Now, if you look at this point here where you have my cursor, you will see $1.2 billion sitting inside the liquidity pool. So this is where the entire money provided by the entire community goes into. I am only able to show you just one aspect of how they are making money from the multiple channels that they are actually making money. But I hope you are able to get the message here. They are a billion-dollar company. They are generating money from every transaction that occurs within their blockchain. They are also making money from the payment gateway that they have built. Is a real-time use case. Now, all of the 8 sources of their income has to do with generating transaction fee or cash back to the system. So there is always liquid inside the pool. There is always liquid inside the pool. So they build things that are actually bringing back money to the pool. So like I used to tell people, that blockchain is not a problem. Blockchain is a solution. So in less than 2 months of launching the liquidity aspect of this business, we've recorded over 1 million holders of this coin in just 2 months. Over 1 million. What will happen when it gets to 3 months? So guys, if you're not yet part of this business, I have a link below this video. Just go to that link, click on it, get your account set up and activate it and start earning money daily without any referrals. If you are unable to follow step by step and get things done, there's also a link in that place that will take you down to our WhatsApp group, so you can feel free to join our WhatsApp group. You'll see quality material that will guide you through to activate your account so you can start earning daily. Thank you so much for stopping by. If today is your first time, do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you again in my next video. Peace.